Welcome back. Today on the show, I'm going to talk about what you need to know about two different listeners and how telling a good story in business can help you get your point across because what it provokes in your actual emotions. Be back in a moment.
Starting a new business can be confusing, and not setting yourself up for success is an easy mistake to make. For example, an LLC is simple to set up, but do you know how it affects the taxes you pay? Or, what are the pros and cons of registering as a C Corp? How about this? Does registering a 501c3 mean you can never make money? At CFS Studios, we have the knowledge and experience to guide you. Call us today to schedule a meeting and get your business started on the right path. 402-804-3777, extension 700.
Welcome back. If you never liked, subscribe, or follow our show before, don't forget to hit the bell icon. That way you can get the latest content as we drop it. Today on the show, we're going to talk about the two different type of listeners that you're going to come in contact with as an executive or as a business person. Maybe you're not neither one of those. Maybe you're just a regular person that, like I was beforehand. I mean regular. I don't mean like regular. I mean the type of person overall that interacts with people on a normal basis, but they're not necessarily a CEO or a CFO. Well, this show you're going to enjoy today because today we're going to talk about the two different listeners. There are two types of listeners, those who listen to respond and those who listen to understand. Now, let me explain to you. If you're going to be an effective business owner, you have to be able to function underneath the understand category, not the respond. A person who responds is always on the defensive. Matter of fact, a lot of times you hear that person saying, "You're quick to respond. You don't listen." Didn't I say? These are all the criteria to let you know that's a responder. You also see them belly where they speak through gritted teeth. Oh, if you say one more thing to me, that's gritted teeth. Respond. However, if those who listen to understand, you may find them like this. I understand what you're saying. However, a responder was says, I hear what you're saying. A understander was like, I understand what you just said. Because they can understand what you just communicated. Now, story helps us make decisions because of the emotions they tend to invoke. Learn how to be a good storyteller. Now, I'm not saying use a story, but one of the things to help people understand and help you get your point across is how to tell a good story that does what? Invoke. Now, we need to be careful about telling stories that make our emotions kind of jump at it, because if we do, you're going to find out very quickly which one of the two listeners that you're talking to. Am I talking to a responder or a person who understands? It's not going to be hard, because as soon as you start to have that conversation and you invoke, because you tend to, emotions, you're going to find out very quickly, are they a responder and understander? Your goal as a person of influence, whether you are on YouTube and you're doing a program right now and you're trying to get your products out, whether you are a person on a football field and you happen to be a leader, maybe you play on Colorado's football team, and if you do, maybe you got the L or maybe you got the D. We know one stands for leader, other one stands for dog. Well, maybe you don't do neither one of those things. Maybe you find yourself in volleyball, you want to be a digger. If you're going to be a digger in volleyball or a spiker, you need to go understand. That's what's going to be. Not respond, but to understand. Understand what your other teammates are doing. So today on the show, I just wanted to focus on this aspect of life. What type of listeners do you normally come in contact with? Because your overall goal is to actually stay away from responders. It's going to give you a hard time. Most of the time in life, you're going to attempt to communicate in a way. And when we do communicate in a way, at times people are going to say, it's in spite of me. That's one of my things I tell you. I can answer, you want my opinion? Great, it's in spite of you. As soon as you ask me for my opinion, it's going to be in spite of you. Because my opinion is subjective to what I gain out of the situation. So, if I seek to understand, then I don't need to give you an opinion. I need to line up whatever it is that you're communicating with the standard that you're utilizing in order to finish, complete, or comprehend. That's what I need to know. You don't need my opinion because it's going to be in spite of you. You need me to actually answer the question according to, hey, listen, I need your opinion. However, I need your opinion in correlations to this standard. How far am I away when I'm communicating to you from this standard here? Because at that particular point, it's not necessarily just my opinion. I'm being guided through my opinion to incorporate them versus be subjective. But the only way I know that is because I'm seeking to understand. That's right. That means those who listen to understand versus those who respond. Again, thank you guys for joining us today. This is going to be a short video. I just wanted to make sure that I made some strong points on the board so you know who you're talking to. Are you dealing with a responder or are you dealing with someone to understand? And if you are, just let you know, the ones who understands can help you get places. The ones who respond will stop you from going there. Don't forget, always tell a good story if you're in business or if you're an individual, because it will provoke and tend to create emotions that get people to respond. Just watch how they respond, though. You just don't want to tell great stories and boom, all you get is responders, because at that particular point, they're going to speak through gritted teeth. Till next time, don't forget to like, subscribe. Don't forget to click this video if you haven't seen the one from last week. And I look forward to seeing you on Pro Tips Wednesday. Have a great day.
Having cool-looking business cards feels great. But cool-looking cards and feeling great don't pay bills. Money does. Finding someone to design cool business cards isn't tough. Finding someone to design cool business cards and a plan to get your money back is a different story. CFS Studios. We're a different story. Call today, 402-804-3777, extension 700.